So this is something that I'm totally excited about, and you're going to discover what a total nerd I am, but I don't care. I was watching the Martha's Church show a few months ago, and this guy came on and made goat's milk soap. And it just looked so beautiful, and soap is an obsession of mine. I love bar soap. So I decided to try making it myself. So I went on a website, I got the recipe, I've made a few additions, and this is basically what we're gonna do now, some goat's milk soap. All right, so basically in a pot, now, I must warn you that we're using chemicals, we're using lye, and that's very powerful and strong, so you must be careful and just be aware that you're using dangerous chemicals, okay? So don't be too strident in the kitchen, which is normally my way. All right, so in a pot, we are actually melting 12 ounces of regular vegetable shortening, okay? And you're just gonna melt it very slowly. So this is what the shortening looks like. Just basically 12 ounces of vegetable shortening, right? Then we are going to put in 5 ounces of coconut oil. This is beautiful Trinidad coconut oil. So I'm just measuring out 5 ounces. Right? That's gonna go in here too. Let me turn the heat on a little bit. I'm putting the heat on low as it can go, because I just want to heat this very, very gently to, a kind of nominal temperature. And then I'm going to put in here 4 1/4 ounces of extra virgin olive oil. Now, remember the conditioner. So I've decided to use some of my beautiful Rosemary olive oil for the soap, okay? Let me just get a little strainer. And I am going to measure 4 1/4 ounces. So I'm actually going to keep the rosemary. So this olive oil is now scented, really beautifully scented with the rosemary, right? Let's measure that one last time. So it's 4 1/4 ounces, oops, of olive oil. Right? And that's going to come in here. And we want the temperature of the oil to be in the vicinity of 110 to 115 degrees. I don't have a candy thermometer because I've never made one. So this is a beef thermometer, a meat thermometer, but it works just as well. Pop it in here, and I want to just make sure I get it to a decent temperature. So at the moment, it's a little hot. It's going up to 140. So I'm going to leave it to cool for a little while. In the meantime, we're going to start working with the lye. Okay, so come over here, put on a glove, right? Put on 2 gloves. If you're sensitive to smells, because it's a strong smell, then you should really put on a mask as well, okay? So 12 ounces of fresh goat's milk that's almost frozen, but not quite. So you want it extremely cold, right? So I got some beautiful fresh goat's milk here, shaking it up. And I'm going to measure out 12 ounces. You want to shake it up because the fat solids in goat's milk tend to settle at the bottom of the bottle. And you want the fat solids in your soup. So here we go, 12 ounces of goat's milk. And then 3 ounces of lye. Now, I tried using liquid lye, but I couldn't get it to work. Powdered lye, or this is sort of crystallized lye, this is what works well. So I'm going to measure 3 ounces. Okay, now you don't want to get this stuff on your fingers, you don't want to rub this in your eye, you want to be very, very respectful of the lye. Very slowly pour the lye into the milk. Never go from the milk into the lye, otherwise you'll have some kind of volcanic eruption, right? So I'm going to basically, and I'm serious about that, okay? Always the lye into the milk. Now, if you take a look at what happens to the milk, it starts changing color. So it's already sort of getting to work. The lye is already getting to work inside the goat's milk. You see it starts changing to this kind of yellowy color. And what you want to happen is that as the lye and the goat's milk interact, the mixture gets warm, and that's correct. That's what you want. So we're going to mix and mix and mix until our lye crystals have completely dissolved. Oh no, I got so excited about this. I was obsessively trying to get this soap thing to work, and I tried like 2 or 3 times before I actually got it to work. So I'm really pleased with this. Once you feel that your crystals are sufficiently dissolved. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is add our oil, okay, to the mixture. And then this is where we start to whisk like mad, and it goes and it goes and it goes. And basically you're going to whisk, just check the time, for about 5 minutes. And what you're looking for is what they call tracing, which means that when you lift your whisk out, you see traces of the mixture left in the bowl. We're not at that stage yet, so we're going to keep whisking, and really the mixture is going to be cooling a little bit, chemicals interacting with all the oils now in the milk. Okay, so let me show you where we're at. If I lift the mixer out of the mixture, you'll see that it leaves a trace. The mixture is actually thickened quite a lot, and that's really what you want to happen. All right, so at this point, what I'm going to do is just add my fragrance. I'm using some lemon balm, so I'm going to add quite a lot. You don't have to add fragrance if you don't want to. It's actually quite a mild smelling soap. And I'm also going to throw in some of my rosemary. So what you'll find is the rosemary actually will hold in the mixture now because it's all thick. So I'm just going to gently whisk this in. Now, it is possible to get really nice soap molds, right? I had some, but I don't know where I put them. I've lost them. And what I did was I just went to the supermarket and I bought these little plastic containers. It's the perfect size for a bar of soap. So what we're going to do is just pour these guys, pour our mixture into here. All right, so here are my 4 soaps. You'll notice if you touch the outside that they're actually quite hot. Don't worry about it. Leave it. You're going to leave the soaps in the molds for at least 24 hours, preferably 2 days actually before you pop them out, because the process that's taking place now is called saponification, and you want to leave it. It takes quite a long time. All right, so you're going to put those aside. Now this is one that I did 2 days ago. And basically I've had it in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and this is how you're going to pop it out. You want a bowl, make sure your molds are kind of quite soft plastic, not too hard. And you're either going to be able to, you have to sort of fiddle with it a little bit. I pull out the mold, and the soap is getting loose. Like that. And you're just going to kind of fiddle. It's coming. And there we have it, a beautiful soap. All right, so before you can use this soap, you have to let it sit for 2 to 3 weeks, okay? So these guys here have been sitting for quite a while, so I thought I'd do a little present wrap for you. I've got some really pretty cellophane and some tissue paper. I think it's just, I met a friend in the States whose family does this thing every year now where They say make it, bake it, grow it, or sow it, and that's what they do for Christmas. They don't buy any presents for each other. Everybody has to go away and make something. And I think that's a really lovely thing to do, you know, for your family and friends. Forces you to be sort of really creative and actually can make you kind of competitive as well. I'm basically going to, I've got 2 rosemary soaps and just a regular goat's milk soap, like that. And I'm gonna just put it in a parcel. I got the cellophane, or take a little piece of raffia, tie it nice and tight, and then you can make it pretty. I have all these nice ribbons. Oops. I love wrapping presents. Let's get my raffia. Like that. And then just got a little tag that I made out. It says rosemary soap. Put that on there like that. And there you have it. Little gift to give to somebody. 3 bars of homemade soap. Handmade with love. Remember when you're using lye to be very, very careful. My production assistant, Maya, reminded me to tell you that you can, if you get lye on your hands, use vinegar to get rid of it. And just enjoy the process of making soup.